Do you ever feel like life is slipping through your fingers, as if no matter how hard you try, nothing really changes? Here's the hard truth: most people live the same day on repeat, year after year. But what if I told you there's a way to break free from this cycle and create the life you've always wanted? Every great transformation begins with a single step, or in this case, a habit. Small, consistent actions can completely shift the trajectory of your life. And today we're diving into 8 daily habits that, when practiced, can transform not just your circumstances, but your entire mindset. These aren't just surface-level tips, they're rooted in timeless principles designed to help you thrive amidst the chaos of the modern world. Stay with me, because the last habit might just redefine how you see everything. Here's the challenge: life pulls us in 1,000 directions. Work, family, finances, distractions, it's like a storm raging around us. And in the middle of that storm, it's easy to feel lost, overwhelmed, and powerless. But the real battle isn't out there. It's within. If you can master your inner world, your thoughts, habits, and emotions, you can navigate any storm. These 8 habits aren't just about productivity or success, they're about reclaiming control over your life. You start your day with stillness, unlocking the power within. Before the world demands your attention, before the noise of emails, deadlines, and responsibilities drowns out your inner voice, there's a sacred moment of pause that can change everything. Each day begins with a choice, and this choice can shape not just your morning, but your entire life. The choice is simple yet profound: start your day with stillness. This stillness isn't about emptying your mind or performing rituals you don't connect with. It's about grounding yourself, aligning with your inner purpose, and stepping into the day as the person you aspire to be. In that quiet, you're not just preparing for the day ahead, you're shaping it. Let's explore why this simple practice holds the power to transform your life, and how you can start embracing it daily. The inner world precedes the outer world. Every experience you encounter, every conversation you have, and every challenge you face begins not in the world, but in your mind. Think about it: how often do you react to life rather than respond to it? When you wake up and immediately jump into action, checking your phone, worrying about your to-do list, or rushing to meet obligations, you hand over control of your day to external forces. But here's the truth: the outer world is merely a reflection of your inner world. If you want your life to change, you must start within. This is why beginning your day with stillness is so powerful. It allows you to take back control and consciously set the tone for everything that follows. The gift of morning silence. Morning is a time of renewal, a blank canvas waiting for you to paint your intentions on it. In the early hours before the demands of the day begin to weigh you down, there's a purity to the moment, of clarity that's often lost as the hours pass. The stillness in the morning doesn't require much. You don't need a special room, fancy cushions, or even a guided meditation. All you need is a few minutes of uninterrupted time with yourself. Sit comfortably, close your eyes if you wish, and simply breathe. Feel the air as it fills your lungs. Notice the rhythm of your heartbeat. Allow your thoughts to come and go without judgment. In this space, you'll find something remarkable: a sense of calm that doesn't depend on external circumstances. Setting the tone for the day. One of the most transformative aspects of morning stillness is the opportunity to decide who you want to be that day. Ask yourself a simple but profound question: what kind of person do I want to be today? Notice it's not about what you want to do, it's about how you want to show up in the world. Do you want to be patient, kind, focused, determined? When you start your day with this level of intentionality, you're not just reacting to life, you're creating it. Think of this as planting a seed. Each morning you plant the seed of the person you aspire to become. And as the day unfolds, your actions, thoughts, and decisions water that seed, helping it grow. The power of quiet alignment. Have you ever noticed how chaotic days often begin with chaos? You wake up late, rush out the door, and spend the rest of the day playing catch-up. Contrast that with a day that starts in calm, intentional stillness. Suddenly, you find yourself moving through challenges with grace. You're not as easily rattled by unexpected setbacks. Why is this? It's because stillness aligns you with a deeper part of yourself, a part that isn't swayed by external circumstances. In that alignment, you discover a strength and clarity that carries you through the day. When you start your morning in stillness, you're sharpening your axe before you start chopping wood. You're preparing yourself to face the world with clarity and purpose rather than letting the world dictate your mood and actions. Practical steps to embrace stillness. Now, you might be wondering, how do I start? What does stillness look like in practice? Let's break it down into simple steps that anyone can follow. Choose your space. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. It could be your bedroom, a corner of your living room, or even a spot outside. 2. Set a timer. Start with just 5 minutes. As you get more comfortable, you can extend it to 10 or 15 minutes. 3. Sit comfortably. You don't need to sit cross-legged or in any specific position. Just make sure you're comfortable and relaxed. 4. Focus on your breathing. Or pay attention to each inhale and exhale. Let your breath anchor you to the present moment. 5. Observe your thoughts. Don't try to stop your thoughts or force your mind to be quiet. Simply observe your thoughts as they come and go, like clouds passing through the sky. 6. Ask a guiding question. Once you feel grounded, ask yourself, what kind of person do I want to be today? Allow the answer to arise naturally. Why it works. You might be wondering, why does something so simple make such a big difference? The answer lies in the power of intention and presence. When you take time for stillness, you're training your mind to focus and your body to relax. This creates a ripple effect throughout your day. You become more mindful, more present, and better equipped to handle challenges. Think of your mind as a garden. If you don't tend to it, weeds, negative thoughts, stress, distractions will take over. Morning stillness is like pulling those weeds and planting flowers instead. The ripple effect. What starts as a simple 5-minute practice can grow into something far greater. You'll notice subtle changes at first, fewer moments of irritation, a calmer response to stress, and a greater sense of clarity. Over time, these small shifts add up. You begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You approach life with confidence and purpose. And perhaps most importantly, you feel a deeper sense of peace, regardless of what's happening around you. The choice is yours. Every morning you have a choice. You can let the world dictate your mood, your actions, and your mindset. Or you can take a few minutes to ground yourself, align with your intentions, and step into the day as the person you truly want to be. The beauty of this practice is its simplicity. It doesn't require anything except your willingness to show up for yourself. And in doing so, you unlock a power that's been within you all along. So tomorrow morning, before the chaos begins, pause, sit in stillness, breathe, and ask yourself, what kind of person do I want to be today? In that moment, you're not just preparing for the day ahead, you're transforming your life, one morning at a time. 2. Focus on gratitude, transforming your mindset, one thought at a time. Imagine this: 2 people wake up to the exact same day. They face the same weather, the same challenges, and even the same opportunities. Yet, one feels burdened, while the other feels light and hopeful. What makes the difference? Perspective. And the fastest, simplest way to transform your perspective is through gratitude. Gratitude isn't just about manners or politeness, it's a state of being. It's the conscious act of choosing to see the good, even in the midst of imperfection. The truth is, what you focus on expands. If you spend your days fixating on what you lack, what you fear, or what frustrates you, those things will dominate your life. But when you train your mind to focus on what you're grateful for, something incredible happens. Your entire experience of life begins to shift. Why gratitude matters. The mind is like fertile soil. Whatever seeds you plant, positive or negative, will grow and shape your reality. Gratitude plants the seeds of abundance. It reminds you of what you already have and shifts your attention away from what you think is missing. Here's why this is so powerful. Most people live in a state of want. They want a better job, a nicer home, more recognition. They chase after these things, believing that once they achieve them, they'll finally feel happy or fulfilled. But gratitude flips this equation. It says, look at what you already have. Isn't that enough? And from that place of contentment, true abundance flows. The daily practice of gratitude. Gratitude isn't just a feeling, it's a habit. And like any habit, it requires consistency. Start small. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. But here's the key: be specific. Don't just say, I'm grateful for my family. Instead, say, I'm grateful for the way my sister called me yesterday to check in. Don't say, I'm grateful for my job. Say, I'm grateful for the way my colleague helped me with that project. Specificity matters because it forces you to truly engage with the moment. It's not about ticking off a box, it's about immersing yourself in the richness of your life. The science behind gratitude. Gratitude isn't just a feel-good idea, it's backed by science. Studies have shown that people who regularly practice gratitude experience higher levels of happiness, lower levels of stress, and even improved physical health. Why? Because gratitude rewires your brain. When you focus on what you're thankful for, your brain releases feel-good chemicals like dopamine and serotonin. Over time, this strengthens neural pathways associated with positivity and weakens those linked to negativity. It's like exercising a muscle. The more you practice gratitude, the stronger your ability to see the good becomes. Gratitude amidst challenges. It's easy to feel grateful when everything is going well. But what about during difficult times? This is where the true power of gratitude lies. Even in the midst of challenges, there's always something to be thankful for. Maybe it's the lesson hidden in the struggle. Maybe it's the support of a friend or the strength you didn't know you had. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring pain or pretending everything is fine. It means acknowledging the difficulty while choosing to see the good that coexists with it. A simple yet profound shift. Here's an exercise you can try right now. Think of one thing that's bothering you, something small, like a traffic jam, or something bigger, like a work challenge. Now ask yourself, is there anything about this situation that I can be grateful for? Maybe the traffic jam gave you extra time to listen to your favorite podcast. Maybe the work challenge is pushing you to grow. There's always something if you're willing to look for it. And the ripple effect of gratitude. When you practice gratitude, it doesn't just change you, it changes the people around you. Gratitude is contagious. When you express appreciation to someone, it not only brightens their day, but also strengthens your connection with them. Imagine a world where more people focused on what they were thankful for instead of what they lacked. It starts with you. Gratitude as a way of life. Gratitude isn't just a morning exercise or a journal entry. It's a way of life. It's in the way you say thank you to the barista who makes your coffee. It's in the way you notice the sunlight streaming through your window. It's in the way you appreciate your own efforts, even on hard days. When you live with gratitude, life doesn't have to be perfect to feel beautiful. 3. Set one clear intention, the power of focus. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by a never-ending to-do list or frustrated by a lack of progress, Here's a truth that might set you free: multitasking is a myth. The human mind is wired for focus, not fragmentation. And the key to achieving more isn't doing more, it's doing less, but with purpose. Every day you have the opportunity to set one clear intention. This is not a wish or a vague hope. It's a deliberate decision to channel your energy into one meaningful task. When you do this, you move through your day with clarity and purpose, rather than scattering your efforts and feeling drained. The case against multitasking. For years, multitasking was celebrated as the ultimate skill. The ability to juggle multiple tasks at once was seen as a badge of honor. But research has debunked this myth. Studies show that multitasking actually reduces productivity and increases stress. When you try to do too many things at once, your brain has to constantly switch gears, which wastes energy and diminishes focus. As a result, you end up doing a lot of things poorly instead of doing one thing well. To the power of intention. When you set one clear intention for the day, you're not just prioritizing a task, you're prioritizing yourself. You're saying, this matters to me. This is where I will direct my energy. An intention is like a compass. It gives you direction and keeps you on course, even when distractions try to pull you away. How to set an intention. 1. Identify what matters most. At the start of the day, ask yourself, what's the one thing I can do today that will make the biggest difference? 2. Be specific. Don't just say, I want to be productive. Say, I will spend 1 hour writing that report. 3. Write it down. Putting your intention in writing solidifies your commitment. Keep it somewhere visible, like a sticky note on your desk. The magic of doing one thing well. There's a sense of satisfaction that comes from fully immersing yourself in a single task. Whether it's cooking a meal, writing an email, or solving a problem, giving something your full attention creates a deeper connection to the moment. You're not just checking off a box, you're engaging with life. When distractions arise, distractions are inevitable. But when you have a clear intention, it's easier to stay on track. Here's a tip: when you feel yourself getting pulled away, pause and ask, does this align with my intention for the day? If it doesn't, let it go. Progress, not perfection. Some days you'll nail your intention. Other days you might fall short. That's okay. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. By setting a clear intention every day, you're training your mind to focus. And over time, this focus becomes a habit. The ripple effect of intention. Just as gratitude creates a ripple effect, so does intention. When you approach your day with purpose, you inspire others to do the same. You become a living example of what it means to live with clarity and direction. Your life, one intention at a time. Every great achievement starts with a single step. And every great day starts with a single intention. So tomorrow, as the day begins, ask yourself what matters most today, then commit to it with all your heart. In doing so, you're not just accomplishing tasks, you're creating a life of purpose and fulfillment. 4. Prioritize mental clarity, cultivating the garden of your mind. Imagine your mind as a beautiful, fertile garden. In this garden, every thought is a seed, and every influence is like sunlight, water, or weeds. The question is, what are you allowing to grow? Are you nurturing the flowers of positivity and wisdom, or are you letting the weeds of negativity and doubt take over? Mental clarity is not something you stumble upon. It is something you cultivate with care and intention. In a world filled with distractions, noise, and negativity, protecting your mind is not just a practice, it is a necessity. The value of protecting your mind. I think about how much effort we put into protecting physical valuables. We lock our doors, safeguard our passwords, and ensure our possessions. But what about the most valuable asset of all, your mind? Your mind is the command center of your life. It processes your experiences, shapes your beliefs, and determines how you respond to the world. If you let negativity infiltrate your thoughts, it will poison your perspective. But if you guard your mind and fill it with uplifting, empowering ideas, it becomes a source of clarity and strength. The weeds of negativity. Negativity comes in many forms. The media, a constant barrage of bad news, can leave you feeling anxious and helpless. Toxic relationships, people who drain your energy and bring you down, act like weeds in your mental garden. Your inner critic, the harsh, self-defeating voice in your head, is often the most damaging weed of all. These weeds don't just appear overnight. They grow slowly, subtly, until one day you realize they've taken over. But here's the good news: you have the power to pull them out. How to guard your mind. 1. Limit negativity. So start by reducing your exposure to sources of negativity. This doesn't mean ignoring reality, it means being selective about what you allow into your mental space. Limit your time spent watching sensationalized news or scrolling through social media. 2. Surround yourself with positivity. Replace negativity with positivity. Spend time with people who uplift and inspire you. Seek out content that fuels your growth and challenges you to think differently. 3. Challenge negative thoughts. When you catch yourself thinking something negative, pause and ask, is this thought true? Is it helpful? Often you'll find that negative thoughts are neither. Replace them with affirmations of what is possible and good. Feeding your mind a healthy diet. Your mind, like your body, thrives on what you feed it. If you consume junk, mindless entertainment, fear-based news, or toxic interactions, you'll feel sluggish and scattered. But if you feed your mind with wisdom, inspiration, and learning, you'll feel energized and focused. Here's a simple daily practice. Spend 15 minutes each day reading or listening to something uplifting. This could be a book, a podcast, or even a short video. The content doesn't have to be profound, it just needs to nourish your mind. The ripple effect of mental clarity. When you prioritize mental clarity, everything else in your life improves. Your decisions become wiser. Your relationships grow deeper. Even your ability to enjoy life increases. Why? Because a clear mind is a powerful mind. It sees opportunities where others see obstacles. It finds peace amidst chaos, and it acts with intention rather than reaction. Mental clarity is not a luxury, it's the foundation for a fulfilling life. Protect your mind and it will serve you well. 5. Embrace discipline in small things, the seeds of transformation. If you were to look at any great achievement, you'd find that it wasn't built overnight. Whether it's a thriving business, a healthy relationship, or a strong body, all greatness begins with small, consistent actions. These small actions are what we call discipline. Discipline isn't about grand gestures or perfection, it's about consistency in the little things. And when you embrace discipline in small areas of your life, you create momentum that leads to transformation. The power of small habits. Here's a truth that can change your life. Small habits compound over time. Making your bed every morning might seem insignificant, but it sets the tone for the day. Exercising for 20 minutes might not feel like much, but over weeks and months, it builds strength and resilience. These small acts of discipline send a powerful message to your subconscious mind: I am in control. And when you take control of the small things, you build the confidence and capacity to tackle bigger challenges. Why discipline matters. Discipline is often misunderstood. People think it's about forcing yourself to do things you don't want to do. But true discipline isn't about punishment, it's about empowerment. It's the ability to choose long-term growth over short-term comfort. When you embrace discipline, you're not just building habits, you're shaping your destiny. How to cultivate discipline? One, start small. Don't try to overhaul your entire life overnight. Choose one small habit to focus on, like drinking a glass of water in the morning or spending 5 minutes tidying up before bed. 2. Be consistent. Consistency is more important than intensity. It's better to do a small habit every day than to do something big once and give up. 3. Track your progress. Keep a journal or checklist to track your habits. Seeing your progress builds momentum and keeps you motivated. The role of self-compassion. Discipline isn't about being perfect. There will be days when you slip up, and that's okay. What matters is that you get back on track. Self-compassion is an essential part of discipline. Treat yourself with kindness when you make mistakes, and remind yourself that growth is a journey, not a destination. The momentum of small wins. Every time you follow through on a small habit, you create a sense of accomplishment. These small wins build momentum and confidence. They remind you that you are capable of change, one step at a time. Discipline and freedom. It might sound contradictory, but discipline creates freedom. When you have discipline, you gain control over your time, your energy, and your life. You're no longer a victim of procrastination or bad habits. Instead, you're the architect of your own success. Think of discipline as the scaffolding that supports your dreams. It might not always be glamorous, but it's what makes everything else possible. Your life built one habit at a time. Greatness doesn't happen by chance, it happens by choice. And those choices begin with the small, disciplined actions you take every day. So start today. Pick one small habit and commit to it with all your heart. Over time, these small acts of discipline will lead to big changes. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. And with each step you take, you're transforming your life from the inside out. Reflect before bed, turning experience into wisdom. Each day we live is a chapter in the book of our life, filled with lessons, opportunities, and challenges. But how often do we pause to read the pages we've just written? Reflection is the bridge between experience and wisdom, and bedtime offers the perfect moment to cross it. Why reflection matters. Consider this: experience alone doesn't guarantee growth. You could go through the same challenges year after year without ever evolving, simply because you never stopped to ask, what did I learn from this? Reflection transforms your daily life into a classroom. It allows you to review what worked, what didn't, and how you can improve. Without reflection, you risk repeating the same mistakes or overlooking the small victories that could inspire you to keep going. The 5-minute habit. Before you close your eyes each night, take 5 minutes to review your day. This isn't about dwelling on what went wrong or getting lost in regret. It's about taking an honest look at your actions, your reactions, and your emotions. Here's a simple way to structure your reflection. 1. What went well? Start with gratitude. Think about the moments that brought you joy, the tasks you accomplished, or the interactions that uplifted you. Even on tough days, there's always something to appreciate: a kind word, a smile, or even just the fact that you made it through. 2. What could be better? This isn't about criticizing yourself, it's about identifying areas for growth. Did you lose your temper? Procrastinate? Neglect something important? Acknowledge it without judgment and consider what you can do differently tomorrow. 3. What did you learn? Every day teaches us something, but only if we're willing to pay attention. Maybe you learned a better way to communicate, discovered a new skill, or realized the value of patience. Whatever the lesson, write it down or hold it in your mind as a reminder for the future. Reflection as a compass. Reflection acts like a compass, ensuring that you're heading in the right direction. Without it, it's easy to get lost in the busyness of life, chasing goals that don't truly matter or falling into habits that don't serve you. When you reflect, you gain clarity about your values, your priorities, and your purpose. You begin to see patterns in your behavior and can make intentional choices to align your actions with your aspirations. The emotional benefits. Reflection isn't just a mental exercise, it's also a way to process your emotions. Throughout the day, we experience a whirlwind of feelings: happiness, frustration, worry, excitement. Taking time to reflect allows you to acknowledge and release these emotions, preventing them from building up and causing stress. By ending your day with reflection, you create a sense of closure. You let go of what's behind you and prepare yourself for a fresh start tomorrow. Turning reflection into a ritual. Make reflection a sacred part of your evening routine. Find a quiet space free from distractions. You can use a journal to jot down your thoughts, or simply sit in silence and let your mind wander. Consistency is key. Even if you're tired or busy, commit to those 5 minutes. Over time, you'll find that this small habit has a profound impact on your mindset and your life. Reflection isn't about perfection, it's about progress. It's about taking ownership of your journey and ensuring that each day brings you closer to the person you want to be. 7. Let go of what you can't control, the art of release. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack filled with rocks. Each rock represents something you can't control: other people's opinions, past mistakes, unexpected events. The longer you carry this weight, the more exhausted you become. Now imagine setting that backpack down, feeling the relief as the burden lifts. Letting go is one of the most liberating habits you can cultivate. It frees your mind, your energy, and your spirit, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. The illusion of control. Much of our stress comes from trying to control the uncontrollable. We want life to go according to our plans. We want people to act the way we expect. But the truth is, control is often an illusion. The weather changes, markets fluctuate, and people have their own thoughts and feelings. No amount of worry or effort can change these realities. The only thing you can control is your own mindset and actions. Why letting go matters. When you hold on to things you can't control, you waste precious energy. This energy could be used to improve your life, pursue your goals, or nurture your relationships. Instead, it gets drained by frustration, anxiety, and resentment. Letting go doesn't mean giving up or being passive. It means accepting reality as it is and choosing to focus on what you can influence. It's about finding peace in the midst of uncertainty. How to practice letting go. 1. Identify what's beyond your control. Whenever you feel stressed or overwhelmed, pause and ask yourself, is this within my control? If the answer is no, remind yourself that worrying about it won't change anything. 2. Redirect your energy. Instead of fixating on the uncontrollable, shift your focus to what you can do. For example, if you're worried about a job interview, you can't control the interviewer's opinion, but you can prepare thoroughly and present your best self. 3. Adopt a mantra. Sometimes a simple phrase can help you let go. Try repeating to yourself, I release what I can't control, or I trust that things will unfold as they should. 4. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness helps you stay present and accept the moment as it is. When you find your mind drifting to worries about the past or future, gently bring it back to the here and now. The emotional release. Letting go isn't just a mental act, it's also an emotional release. It's giving yourself permission to feel whatever emotions arise: anger, sadness, disappointment, and then allowing those feelings to pass. Think of it like unclenching your fist. When you hold on tightly, you create tension. But when you release, you find relief. or letting go and growth. Paradoxically, letting go often leads to growth. When you stop trying to control everything, you create space for new opportunities, insights, and relationships to come into your life. It's like pruning a tree. By cutting away the dead branches, you make room for healthier, stronger growth. A daily practice. Letting go is not a one-time event, it's a daily practice. Each day you'll encounter situations that test your ability to release control. With time and patience, you'll find that it becomes easier. Whenever you're faced with a challenge, take a deep breath and ask, what can I control in this moment? Focus on that and let the rest go. Finding freedom. Letting go is not about losing, it's about gaining freedom. It's about reclaiming your energy and choosing peace over struggle. When you let go of what you can't control, you open the door to a life that is lighter, freer, and more fulfilling. You stop carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders and start living with grace and ease. This habit, simple yet profound, has the power to transform not just your mindset, but your entire life. 8. Visualize your ideal life, the power of intentional imagination. Your mind is your greatest tool, a canvas where the masterpiece of your life is painted. Every decision, every action begins first as a thought. And when those thoughts are intentional, vivid, and aligned with your desires, they become a powerful force for transformation. Visualization is the art of creating your future in your mind before it manifests in your reality. This is not daydreaming, this is deliberate creation. Why visualization matters. Think about the most successful people in any field. Athletes, artists, entrepreneurs, they all share one common habit: they visualize their success. Before a sprinter takes their mark, they've already run the race in their mind. Before an artist picks up a brush, they've already seen the masterpiece in their imagination. Visualization works because your mind doesn't distinguish between what's vividly imagined and what's real. When you consistently picture your ideal life, your brain begins to look for ways to make it happen. Opportunities seem to appear, not because they weren't there before, but because now you're attuned to them. The science behind it. Neuroscience has revealed fascinating insights about visualization. When you vividly imagine yourself performing an action, the same neural pathways are activated as if you were actually doing it. This is why athletes practice visualization. It primes their body and mind for success. But visualization goes beyond performance. It also reshapes your beliefs. If you see yourself as successful, confident, and capable every day, you begin to internalize that identity. Your actions naturally align with this self-image, creating a positive feedback loop of belief and behavior. How to visualize effectively. 1. Create a clear picture. Clarity is key. Don't just imagine a better life, define what that looks like in detail. Where are you living? What does your daily routine look like? Who are you spending time with? The more vivid and specific your vision, the more powerful it becomes. 2. Engage your senses. Visualization isn't just about seeing, it's about feeling. Close your eyes and imagine the texture of the chair in your dream office, the sound of waves outside your beach home, the warmth of the sun on your skin. Engage all your senses to make the experience as real as possible. 3. Feel the emotions. This is the secret ingredient. Don't just see the life you want, feel it. Imagine the pride, joy, and gratitude you'll experience when you achieve your goals. Emotions amplify your visualization, sending a powerful signal to your subconscious mind. 4. Practice daily. Consistency is what turns visualization into transformation. Dedicate a few minutes every day to this practice. Morning is ideal, as it sets a positive tone for the day, but any quiet moment will work. Some people dismiss visualization as wishful thinking or a passive activity. But the truth is, visualization isn't passive, it's preparatory. It's like rehearsing for a role you're about to step into. Another misconception is that visualization works alone. While it's a powerful tool, it must be paired with action. Think of visualization as the map and your daily habits as the steps that take you there, transforming resistance into resolve. One of the challenges with visualization is that your current reality might feel so far from your ideal life that imagining something better seems impossible. But this is precisely when visualization is most powerful. Instead of focusing on the gap between where you are and where you want to be, focus on the next step. Imagine the version of yourself who takes that step. By visualizing smaller milestones, you make the journey feel achievable. Visualization as a daily ritual. Here's a simple routine to incorporate visualization into your day. 1. Find a quiet space. Sit somewhere free from distractions. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths to center yourself. 2. Set an intention. Begin with a specific focus. Maybe it's a long-term goal, like owning a home, or a short-term goal, like acing an upcoming presentation. 3. Visualize the outcome. Picture yourself living the result as if it's already happened. See the details, feel the emotions, and immerse yourself in the experience. 4. Anchor the feeling. End your visualization by anchoring the emotions you felt. For example, if you felt gratitude, say to yourself, I carry this gratitude with me today. Small steps, big results. The power of belief. At its core, visualization is about belief in yourself, your dreams, and your ability to create a better future. When you visualize your ideal life, you're telling yourself, this is possible. This is worth pursuing. And that belief is what drives everything. It's what gets you out of bed in the morning, what keeps you moving forward, even when the road is hard. So take a few minutes each day to close your eyes and dream. See your ideal life, feel it, and know that you are capable of creating it. Because the life you imagine isn't just a possibility, it's a promise waiting to be fulfilled. Life isn't about waiting for the perfect moment or some magical breakthrough. It's about the choices you make every single day. These 8 habits are your blueprint for transformation. Start small, stay consistent, and watch how everything changes.